Most people assume that seeing in the dark requires spending a small fortune on military-grade gear, but this little device from Mildhug is trying to change that narrative. It is a compact, handheld unit that feels surprisingly solid in the grip, avoiding that cheap, hollow plastic sensation you often get with budget optics. The first thing that hits you is the screen. It is a 3-inch display, and because it uses an IPS panel, the colors and contrast actually hold up even when you are looking at it from an angle. That is a nice touch, because it means you are not constantly fighting to keep your eyes perfectly centered just to see what is happening in the woods. Now, the infrared system is where the real work happens. It has 7 levels of intensity, and honestly, you rarely need to crank it all the way up. Even at the lower settings, it cuts through the pitch black quite effectively. The digital zoom goes up to 8 times, but like most digital magnification, it gets a bit grainy if you push it to the limit. If you stick to the lower zoom levels, the 4K recording is sharp enough to actually make out details on wildlife or whatever else you are tracking. One of the smartest design choices here is the backlit buttons. It sounds like a minor detail, but when you are standing in the middle of a field at 2 in the morning, not having to fumble around in the dark to find the record button is a massive relief. Battery life is another area where this thing holds its own. You are looking at about 6 to 8 hours of runtime with the infrared cranked up, which is plenty for a long night of observation. Plus, the fact that the battery is detachable is a huge win. If you are out on a multi-day trip, you can just swap in a fresh one instead of being tethered to a power bank. It comes with a 32 GB card right in the box, so it is basically ready to go the moment you open the package. If there is a downside, it is that the focus ring can be a little stiff at first. It takes a bit of breaking in before it feels smooth, and you might find yourself over-adjusting it a few times before you get that perfect, crisp image. Also, while the 48-megapixel sensor sounds impressive on paper, keep in mind that this is still a digital sensor, so it is not going to replace a high-end DSLR for photography. But for the price, it is a solid, reliable tool for anyone who wants to see what is lurking in the shadows without breaking the bank. It is not perfect, but it is definitely a capable piece of kit for the hobbyist.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.